Greetings, dear friends. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, everyone. I'll greet every one of you wherever you are watching. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abia ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect every one of you wherever you are. This evening, I have come to preach the gospel truth. And the gospel truth is what you will hear here. Like you all know, if you want to comment rubbish, go ahead and comment rubbish. I will left with no option than block you. So I greet every one of you. My topic this evening is why Reverend Father Mbaka embark on a compulsory leave to monastery. That topic will be treated with IPOB movement. I just use Father Mbaka as the topic because what happened there is what I will bring to IPOB movement so that you will understand it, so that you that have deviated from the movement will understand that there is a difference between a structure, organization that has a structure, and organization that doesn't have a structure. No matter how big or how powerful you are, organization, you must, and you find yourself inside organization, you must follow that very structure. Now, dear friends and lovers of freedom, I greet every one of you wherever you are watching. Please invite others. Tell them, let us come and discuss and learn. Everybody is invited. Ngerem David, greetings from here. Uche Mbamalu, greetings from here. Nkechi, I cite you. I greet you. Karago Dodogu. Mwadadimma, I greet you. Now, DOS are very much wise. When you say wisdom, if you need wisdom, go to DOS, you get your wisdom. Without taking much of our time, the question now is, why do Father Mbaka embark on a compulsory leave to monastery, whatever it's called? Now, I want to bring that video to you. Let us hear why he is embarking on that very journey. For those of you who are shouting, you are autopilot, you are auto this, I want you to pick this point.
Adoration.
Pay attention.
God bless you all. I wish to use this opportunity to bless you and encourage you as I depart to the monastery in obedience to my bishop, his lordship, CVC Onaga.
Pause it there. Did you hear that?
I am going to the monastery
Pause it there. Pause it, Mr. Man. Did you hear the first speech of Reverend Father Mbaka? He said that he is embarking on this journey in obedience to his lordship, Reverend, whatever, with his lordship, Onaga, whatever is called him, I don't care. Now, what does that imply? It implies that he is under command and control. What Mbaka is embarking on, Mbaka is practicing command and control. When you talk about the diocese where Bishop Onaga is controlling, I want you to pay attention. When you come to the diocese where Bishop Onaga is controlling in Enugu, Father Mbaka adoration is bigger than that of Onaga times 2. Times 3, if I'm not mistaken. The crowd, the population of adorers times 10 of Bishop Onaga's crowd or follower. Kingsley Carr, greetings from here. But Bishop Onaga ordered him because Bishop Onaga is his superior. Bishop Onaga sees something that is not in accordance with their rules, their command and control. Me and you know that it's no longer a news that Reverend Father Mbaka is not in good terms with Bishop Onaga. But Bishop Onaga ordered him to embark on this monastery or whatever it's called. And they have no option than to obey it. Do you know that Father Mbaka can refuse to go to that monastery? Are you people aware? Do you know that Father Mbaka have every right to say, I will not go? But do you know the reason he cannot say, I will not go? Because Catholic is practicing command and control. The moment Father Mbaka say he will not embark in that very journey, the bishop with the rest of other Catholic dioceses, we expelled him out of a Catholic church. The bishop will expel Father Mbaka. They will remove that title, Father, from him. He can go to and open any Pentecostal church and call it Adoration Pentecostal Ministry, or Adoration Fire Ministry, or Adoration Mbaka Heavenly Race, or Adoration Adorers and Adoratrices. Now, if a Reverend Father can obey command and control, if a Reverend Father is obeying command from his superior, knowing fully well that that of his superior, he is bigger than that his superior. He have more anointing, more than his superior. He has performed many miracles, wonders, more than that of Onaga. He is more popular than that of Onaga. He control more crowd than that of Onaga or whatever it's called. He can cause commotion in Enugu State. Because Father Mbaka, in as far as East Talibo is concerned, who is Onaga to control Father Mbaka? But Onaga control him because of the law, because of the structure in Catholic Church. Many of you that are in IPOB, how can this coordinator, how can I be under this coordinator? Me, that is more educated than that coordinator, me will be under the coordinator. I can't. I will fight him. I will accuse him. Insubordination is what is called. And when you are expelled from IPOB, you will start shouting. You become automatic enemy. Now, you see the difference. Mbaka is embarking on that very journey because Onaga, Bishop Onaga ordered him. And he must carry out the order. It doesn't matter if he is in a good term with Onaga. It doesn't matter if he loves Onaga. It doesn't matter if he hates Onaga. It doesn't matter if he is more anointed than Onaga. It doesn't matter if he have more population than Onaga. It doesn't matter if he control Enugu State more than Onaga. What matters there is the structure. I want you to pay attention to the structure. The structure is what Onaga is using to control him, and he has no right to disobey the structure, because if he disobey the Onaga, automatically he have disobeyed the Pope, automatically he have disobeyed other people, automatically he have disobeyed the Catholic Church. This is what structure is all about. Now in IPOB has a structure which starts from the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the unit coordinator. These are the structure of IPOB. And when you are under any structure, it doesn't matter who the coordinator is. If you like, will be more than the coordinator. If you like, have cash more than the coordinator, because Mbaka has money more than Onaga. Me and you know that. Who knows Onaga if not for this issue of Mbaka? Do I know Onaga before? No. I have been hearing of Mbaka even when they're singing Mbaka. Why? Mbaka have been reigning, trending, making waves, helping people, creating problems, curing problems, causing havoc, curing havoc. Now, in IPOB, when you look Chike Doziem, you say, oh, he wears suit of 300 euro. He wears suit of 50 euro. How can you be under the command of Chike Doziem? Where were you, or where was you when Chike Doziem was being paid to lead the DOS? You were busy chopping yam in Germany with Ike Ekweremadu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, I need men, were you out to be part of the men? You refuse to be part of the men. Now, the men who volunteered to come out, they behold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they fought with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they stand behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they fight everything with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you just come, you look those people, you say you are more educated than coordinator. You have more connection than the coordinator. Why you were busy eating yam with your connection? Why you were busy chasing any Igbo yam festival that they will show a Nigerian coat of arms to come and eat yam? You were busy chasing it. So let me pass this message to Biafrans and lovers of freedom. If you are an IPOB, I want you to use this case of Father Mbaka as a case study. Use it to learn a lesson. Use it to know that in every organization, there is a structure. It doesn't matter if you love the person who is your superior. It doesn't matter if your superior is dirty. It doesn't matter if your superior don't know how to speak or talk. It doesn't matter. He is your superior. He is your superior. And when your superior gives order, you have to obey the order. If you have anything, keep it. Do you think that Father Mbaka is happy to go to monastery? Father Mbaka is not happy. If he were to be Mbaka to take a decision, Mbaka can never go to monastery. It's like somebody who have done his masters will go back to ND1. What is he or she is going to do there? The level where Mbaka is going now is like a demotion. Many of you don't know. Now, do you understand that even the Catholic you are going have a structure, and every bishop obey it, every reverend father obey it, every Catholic priest, or is it not a catechist, what is called, all of them obey it. There is a limit. You must know your level. It doesn't matter if the reverend father, the catechist is serving under, you love him or not. If he gives you order, you fail to carry it, the next thing you will hear is you are fired. You will be expelled. Insubordination is not condoned in any place, in any organization, even in your factory where you are working. Your boss, if your boss sign you to work under person, it doesn't matter if the person is more educated or not. You have to obey the command of your boss. That is called structure. The same thing applicable to the manager. Now, in IPOB, why do you allow somebody to tell you that you can expel a structure that you are not built? You are not the person who built it. Why do you think you can do it? The person who owned the structure, who established the structure, is still alive, waxing stronger, and doing everything. You think you can destabilize what you don't know, how it was formed. It is impossible. Now, if you are an IPOB member, you allowed yourself to be deceived and separated from this very wonderful family. Know that you have caused yourself, you are now heading to this destruction. You are heading to your destruction. You will destroy yourself, you will damage yourself. IPOB is command and control. Nigerian government is command and control. Italian government is command and control. French government is command and control. US government is command and control. Every organization, every government is command and control. Now, why do you think that a Biafran IPOB will be autopilot? Do you know the meaning of autopilot? Everybody is operating on its way. Nobody is boss. You can give order at any given time. That is why the idiotic element in Finland will come out and tell you, say, he give order here, he give order here, without executing any order, because you are in autopilot. I mean, whatever. Do you know that the monarchy, the monarch of England, the one there's whether it's a Prince Charles to arbitrate now is handling? Do you know that they have their own veto power, that if they give order, it will stand. They're not born where to bite it, to fight it. They have the right to take you away. Are you aware? Now, why do Reverend Mbaka embark on a leave to monastery? Why? Because there is a structure. Mbaka embark on that journey because there is a structure. Mbaka embark on that journey because he don't want to be expelled from Catholic Church. Mbaka embark on that journey because he must obey the order, command and control. Mbaka carried out. Me and you know that on a normal ground, Mbaka hate Onaga because Mbaka was the one who supplied Gumi of Idu everything about Onaga. God give table say greetings. If we are to be something that nobody can give order, or you cannot carry order from your enemy, the last person that can give Mbaka order, Mbaka will listen, is Bishop Onaga, because Bishop Onaga have dealt with Mbaka, but because there is a structure, there is a rule, there is a command and control, Bishop Onaga still control Mbaka, irrespective of their differences. Whatever that happened, he controls him. He gives him order, and he, Mbaka, must carry it out. That is C and C. It doesn't matter. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established in IPOB. Mazi say, even if you don't like the coordinator, even if the coordinator, you are richer than him, you are more brilliant than him, you pass him more than 10 times. He's a dwarf, he's a pockety, and he gives you order. In as far as he is your superior, you must obey the order. Today, Gumi of Idu, aka Simon Ekberima, is trying to let you know that there are some people you will take order from, and there is a people you must not take order from. That is to tell you that he wants to destroy you, because once you are out of IPOB, you are out. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with you. I will not spend much time in this my broadcast. I want you to pay attention and pick it in everything I am saying here. Pick it and know the meaning of command and control. Or command and control, it doesn't mean the person you will take order from will be your best friend. Command and control doesn't mean that your superior must have money more than you. Command and control doesn't mean that your superior must be educated more than you. Your command and control does not mean that your superior must have everything more than you. No. There is a reason why he is your superior. You have to obey him. You have to obey him. That is why he is your superior. He gives you order. Can you compare Mbaka and Onaga in terms of popularity? Two of them are not in the same category. In terms of miracle and fake miracle and fake healings and original miracle and original healings, they are not of the same category. In terms of lying and doing other things, they are not. In terms of everything, Mbaka is far. In terms of fake prophecy, Mbaka is far better. In terms of original prophecy, Mbaka is far better. In terms of helping people, go to adoration ground, you will think it's a crusade every Sunday. But the Onaga still control him. Onaga ordered for adoration to be closed, and the adoration was closed, shut down. Onaga ordered him to go for monastery. He has no option. He cannot say no. His no is out of. The only way Mbaka will stop receiving order or carrying order from Onaga is one way, which means Mbaka have to leave Catholic Church as a Reverend Father and become a Pentecostal, where he can now be speaking direct to God and direct to the politicians. But in as far as Catholic Church is concerned, there is a doctrine in Catholic Church, and their doctrine is their culture, and their culture is their rules and regulations. And every Reverend Father, every bishop, every Catholic priest, whether a catechist, Reverend sisters, they must accord that command and control. Today, in government, like I told you, people comment rubbish. I will not call your name. I will block you. Equal greetings from here. Now, ask yourself this question. The person that is telling you not to obey DOS, ask the person, where is your own structure? Why is he or she hiding their own structure from you? Have you asked yourself this question? Have you asked yourself this simple question? The person who is telling you don't obey the command and control, have you asked him, where are your structures? Who are you working with? Because when he unveils his structure, their names, you will know that Obi Obienu is one of the Gumi of Idu structure. You will know that Uchemefo is Simon Ekpa's structure. You will know that George Oniberibe is Simon Ekpa's structure. There is one guy that asked a smart question that is confusing many. Let me bring the question, and for clarification sake, I will clarify it here. Listen, he said, is DOS superior than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the overall superior? Like Onaga is a superior to the church. So why is the leadership disobeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the superior order? Now, let me clarify you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a president who is the superior overall power, and he has a cabinet which I will use like a senator, the lawmakers, which is the DOS are the lawmakers. When a president pass a bill, it's not called law, it's called a bill, and the senators will go through into the bill. After much investigation and the decision and idea, what will this bill be? At times, the senators has the power to reject that bill that come from the president, because they see that this thing will not favor the people they are ruling. For that, they will tell, okay, Mr. President, we have seen your bill, but these things, please, we cannot do it like this. Let's do it like this. Then the president will left with no option than to follow the Senate. That is the work of DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu might bring some ideas to them. Them as a group people, they will come with a collective idea, different ideas. They will look into the idea of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some will now say, okay, Mazi, if we address this thing like this, if we take this way, what if these people attack us at this point? How can we escape? The other one will say, okay, we will take this escape route. The other one will say, okay, no. What if we try to escape here? This thing will not work. Now, why not we follow here? If they attack us here, we will be able to launch back here. That means the DOS are not superior than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they have the power to reject some ideas that will not favor all the Biafrans. Because maybe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not think that way. They will tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, see the way it is, see, look at these things. It will be like this. You see it, their power is like this. Are you getting it? Which means the DOS are the lawmakers of IPOB, the decision makers. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give them that idea, they are the ones to carry it out. And they will carry it out. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone will not carry it, only him. In our language, in Igbo language, there is something we say, uche bapa. When you stand one side and look some certain things, it will be very straight in your eye. But when another person look at it, the person will see some errors. That is why two heads are better than one. When you reason it alone, it will organo get excellent, you can execute it. But when ideas come, you must think in our language, actually, or let me use English. Any person who is doing a business always calculates only advantage will not survive that business. The person will not move forward. He will collapse. Any business you are doing, you must calculate the advantage and the disadvantage. That is when you will know before you embark. So my brother Smart Uzochukwu, the power of DOS and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a power of president and the lawmakers, which the president has right to put veto power, to use his veto power. But at times, the veto power will be stopped by the Senate because it might cause a lot of damage. That is why they tell you, they call them lawmakers. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you DOS are the lawmakers, decision makers. They are the highest decision makers. Anything they say, go. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a member of this DOS. Now, I believe you have gotten the answer, because if you are not into system, the first question you will ask yourself is this: how is this decision being made in IPOB? There is one guy called Ike Ikechukwu, I think. He is a broadcaster on Radio Biafra. He was authorized to broadcast on Radio Biafra by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was a certain time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave him something to post on Radio Biafra. He posted it, and the head of media ordered him to remove it, and he removed. He was saying, "Hey, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told me to do it," and the person told him that this is a media, And this is not acceptable in this place, Radio Biafra. And this law that was put in a place by the leadership, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself is part of. Take this thing back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I say that you should not post this thing, so that Mazi will cross-check the law. And what did the guy do? According to him, he said when he go back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hoping that if he tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that this guy did this thing, Mazi will just start firing the person. The moment he tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they refuse to post this thing that he sent him, Mazi say, what did they tell you? They say, according to the law of IPOB, that the law did not permit this thing to be posted. And Mazi say, why didn't you obey them? Why must you come back? Obey their command, because that is their field. The law is there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law of IPOB, in case you don't know. Because he was the law. He was among the people who made the law. When you are not part of something, your brain will not understand how it will function. No, I will leave him because he asked a question, and I know many autopilots. I know this is one of the ectoparasites. I have to lecture them, because person like me, when you ask question without insult, I will answer you. But when you start asking foolish question, I know that like Gumi of Idu say that most of them lost the legitimacy to think by themselves. At that point, I take it off. He asked question which I need to address. That is why I address the question. Because some people are still confused. When you hear command and control, they will ask you, what is command? Command is an order. Do you know that when president give an order, before president will give an order, he must have the consent, and they must come to a conclusion of all his army chiefs, all the senators will follow before he will give the order. They must have meeting. President cannot just come out and just give order for giving sake. Mazi had instructed the guy, follow what the media team tell you. That if they tell you don't post this thing, don't post it. It's a law. Those of you in IPOB can remember, or some of you who have come across the story, you can remember. And the guy was very shocked. A whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, somebody, ordinary IPOB media, stopped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from posting something on Radio Biafra platform. Yes. And did not tell you that Mazi was aware or was in DSS. Mazi was in his house. He was not under any custody when this issue happened. So that when some of you will be saying, oh, he gave Gumi order to broadcast on Radio Biafra, the question you should ask yourself, when the leadership rejected that order, what did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say? None of the autopilot will answer that question. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reordered it again? No. They tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these are the reasons, because you must give your reason. And when your reasons are genuine, Mazi have no option than to follow it. Because if Mazi himself cannot follow the command and control of IPOB, other people will not follow. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the #1 person who followed the command and control of IPOB. Thank you, Richard. He said the person name is Ike Chukwuonuoha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Many people in IPOB don't know this thing. That is why it is called structure. In Nigeria today, there is department Buhari will go into. They will ask him, what are you coming here to do? You have to send the person in charge. Like when Buhari become the Minister of Petroleum, if Nigeria were a country where human being lives, automatically they will impeach Buhari. You cannot be a president at the same time be a minister. But guess what? They are zombie. You make law to protect, to guide. The law guide from the president to the last person in that very movement. That is how IPOB operates. Now, many of you are saying that Bishop Onaga, the guy was saying that Bishop Onaga is in charge of the church. No, Bishop Onaga was not in charge. Bishop Onaga is also under somebody. Bishop Onaga is just Enugu diocese. They have a diocese that the whole Nigerian Reverend Fathers will report to. Are you aware of this? And when the issue passed Bishop Onaga, they will report to the man. The man has the right to remove Bishop Onaga. And when issue passed the man, they will now come to Africa continent, or they will go to Rome, which is Pope. That is how, it's like telling us that Pope is bigger than Catholic Church. There is something Pope will do. The structure of the Catholic Church will also remove him, and he is the highest power. Does it mean that he don't know that he is the highest power? That does not mean that if Mazinam can go for big batting, if Mazinam can come out today and tell you that he don't want Biafra to be restored, IPOB will tell him, Mazi, you have tried. We must continue. We will make him be on the ground to watch us restore Biafra, which I know he can never, ever tell us that Biafra will never come. Command and control, smart Uzochukwu. Rule of law is a command and control, in case you don't know. Let me tell you why the rule of law is command and control. If a DPO of a police in your zone, in your state now, is embarking to arrest your father, and the IG of police or state commissioner call him and say, stop that arrest, is there any, will he continue? No. He will come back and he explain. After explaining, he might say, okay, these are the reasons why I want to arrest him. So don't say that there is nothing like command and control in the rule of law. It depends on when you apply it. Because the law is the command. The law is the control. IPOB has a rules and regulation, which is obey your superior. Once you disobey your superior, you are engaging yourself in subordination. And when you engage yourself in insubordination, you can be expelled. That is why Father Mbaka embarked on that very journey. Not that he want to be embarked on that journey, not that he loved it. He was angry. If you give Mbaka a chance to speak, what is your will in this journey you are about to embark? He will tell you, I will not. Somebody ask another question here, because like I told you people, I will answer your question once. And Chukwuoma Mazi, I'm a DOS supporter, which means you are not an IPOB, you are just a fan. That's why the only people that can ask such questions are the supporters, because supporters are not members. There is difference between member and supporter. So when a supporters ask questions like this, we the members will answer them, because me as an IPOB member, I cannot ask this question because as a member I know already. He said, Mazi, I am a DOS supporter, but since the kidnap of our leader, what do you think that DOS has done positively for the restoration of Biafra? Because people back home are asking me this question. Now, my brother, thank you for this question. Very fantastic question. Now, the first step DOS take for Biafra restoration is to engage UN, which is the United Nations, and they submit a letter of Biafra restoration and the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the UN. That is the first step. The second step is to make sure that every legal team that is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are well funded. DOS are funding all the legal team, all of them, both the one in Kenya, the one Bruce Fein, the one in Nigeria. DOS are funding them through IPOB. They never allow them to lack any fund or any material they need. Secondly, DOS was able to organize protests in the European Union headquarters, EU, in Brussels, Belgium. What does that mean? It means that when we was protesting, the whole head of countries that came to that meeting that very day, they saw people protesting and they asked us, why are we protesting in the Adomot? We now tendered our Biafra restoration issue through Mazi Chika Edoziem, who is the head of Directorate of State. And what does that imply? It means that Italy, Germany, France, UK, Austria, all the countries that made up Europe have heard about Biafra, and they have heard about the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after being kidnapped. This is a very fantastic step that the leadership take. And after that protest, many of the head of state and the prominent citizens from different countries, or let me use the word from a different governmental parastatals, they now take the case and ask IPOB to come for submit some proofs to submit some proof to back their claim. And many countries start speaking up, which you are hearing the United Nations release a statement, advise Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think that they just wake up and they start talking that? Or do you think that those people come through, they hear it through social media? Somebody went there, and the people that went there are IPOB. That's the second step. Another step is when Nigerian government kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Kanu Takanu, who was aware for good 8 days and hide it. And they deported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they renditioned him. The Nigerian government refused to let IPOB know if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was alive or dead. They refused to bring him to court. They refused to do anything. They wanted to keep him, to try him secretly. It was DOS that, on their wisdom, organized and come up with Monday sit at home to know if Mazi is alive or dead, so that Nigerian government will provide him. That is another step. I believe you are jotting it down, my brother or my sister. I don't know if you're a man or woman. I believe you are jotting it down. Secondly, DOS with Catalonia and the other countries who are fighting for freedom have had a meeting, including Amazonia, and they went to the United Nations for each country's freedom. That is a huge achievement. Okay, you're a man. Thank you, brother. He is a man, so I can address you as a brother. Or as a, no, you can't be my father. Before I will know you will be my father, I will see your face. Before we look at melon. So, the gathering of all the countries that are agitating for their freedom, which Mazi Chika Edoziem represented IPOB, it is a good sign. IPOB sued Nigerian government in African Union, which they won the case. So the DOS you are talking now have made a huge move, and there is other parts that I will not say on air, which you yourself, some infiltrators are claiming they are the one doing this or that, which is our gallant ESN, who have chased the Fulani, continue chasing Fulani out. The DOS are in charge of it. I have a caller here. I think the caller will also help me out small. Let me pick the call. Greetings, my sister.
How are you?
I'm cool. I'm fine.
I can see. I see all the smiles. I believe the young one is doing great with the mother.
Exactly.
Yeah. How are you, though? My name's Marian Hader. I'll be calling from United States, and I send my utmost sincere greetings to my fellow Biafrans, the genuine and hardcore ones that are doing what is needed and necessary. Now, anytime I call, that means you say something that touched me in a very strong way. Now, I do not understand, or I don't know whether you really, that's a better word, I don't know whether you really understand the topic of what you're dealing with today or what you're trying to teach us today. I don't know. I'm not sure if you understand the magnitude. That is why I'm coming in. Now, you're talking about structure. If I understand you very well, you're talking about structure. How structure, how rules and regulations, how laws override even the person that says the law themselves. Is that what you're treating?
Exactly. And I'm using mbaka as an example, case study.
Don't worry, my sweetheart. I'm coming to teach, add to what you're teaching us. Now, and, I'm going to take this from two prongs. One, I'm going to be from religious point of view, Christian religion, because most of us come from that foundation, whether we're still practicing it or not. And I'm going to try from the secular point of view to bring this argument to make it whole. Now, let's go to the religious point of view, speaking from the Bible. Now, God, the entity, the energy we call God, the Godhead, the persona. What makes him to continue to be God is because even though he's the one that started it all, like in Ali, we said that right?
Yes.
God started it all. Before God started creation, there was nothing.
Exactly.
Even though he has been self-existing, according to every religious foundation you try to assess, he has been a self-existing, sustaining deity, energy, force, whatever you call him. So he started everything you call creation. So he said the laws, both spiritual laws and physical laws, in motion. But even him, because we qualify him as a him, because masculinity is supposed to transcend femininity, because a masculine object is the one, or entity is the one that carries the life-giving force. That is why we qualify God as in he. Nobody knows his identity. But because it's a life-giving force, we qualify him as a he. So moving forward, even though he is the one that gave every law, I don't care how you assess this energy, whether it is through traditional religion, any kind of thinking, he is the one that created, started, instituted laws. Yet he cannot violate his own law. That is why he continues to be God. God cannot go contrary to his own law. So what does it mean?
Exactly.
Even though he created the laws, his laws is what keeps him in check. Anytime God violates his own law, he ceases to be God. Let me start one or two examples. Let's go to the book of Jude. And if they can go with me, the book of Jude, I'm going to take us to what? Jude is only one chapter, so we're going to go to verse 9. Okay? And I read. It says, but even the Archangel Michael, people need to understand who Archangel Michael is to understand this argument here.
Yes.
Anytime Ancient of Days want to go and do battle, that same energy that is infused, one of the energy that is infused in the persona you call Yeshua, this I'm going according to the Christian doctrine. The persona you call Yeshua, you call him Christ. That the same energy that will be infused in the persona you call Archangel is the same person, the same persona. Why do I say that? When you go and read your Bible, study your Bible, the same adulation they give Angel Michael is almost the same adulation they give Yeshua. You call him the prince, the warrior of God, the chief army of God. You call him all that. That's who the same person. So I'm not teaching deep into this. I just want us to lay this foundation.
Yes.
So now, when God wants to do battle, he releases that energy, and then you call him Angel Michael. So that's the word of God in that persona. Now, look at that. He said, even him, Angel Michael, the chief army of God, when he was disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, did not dare, underline that, could not bring himself, did not have the impetus, did not have the authority to bring a slanderous accusation against devil. He couldn't cause devil. Now, the argument is what was happening here. If you go to the book of Deuteronomy, you will see it. When Moses died on the mountain, according to what God said it was going to happen to him, devil come to carry the body of Moses. The argument is why? Because Moses represents the law. That's where we're going with this. Then Moses was the body, the spirit that brought the law. So devil came to take away the law. If devil has succeeded in taking away the law, then there be chaos. Then you have autopiloters. Then you have automatic piloters. And then if you have that confusion, that God may not sustain that. God may make this to exist. So the law is very important. So when he came to take the body of Moses, which represented the law of God, Angel Michael was sent to work, to fight him. They began to fight. It was a long-drawn battle. You will not find this in detail in this book called Bible. In some other books, when you read some other religious books, you find it. But let me continue. So when they went into this battle, and people have brought this, the presentation of this, where you see Angel Michael holding a sword, and then there was a serpent coiled underneath, and you see a body. That's the representation of this fight I'm talking about. When Angel Michael finally cornered him and lifted his sword to kill the devil released a word. This is quoting the law of God, the law God made to himself, said, remember, thou shalt not kill. Immediately he said that Angel Michael could not kill devil. The only thing he had to do, according to this word, this verse said, the Lord rebuke you. That's the only thing he said. Angel Michael said, the Lord rebuke you. The Lord, the word of God rebuke you. He applied the word of God, and devil ran away. What am I saying? Even Mazi today, our Hamadike, he is the one that set up this institution we call DOS. Somebody like me who is trying to protect DOS has nothing to do with the personalities in DOS. Is that body, that entity, that is the law, that is the governing body, that is the foundation, that is the spinal cord, that is the Ngalabaji IPOB. We must protect it. Even Mazi himself cannot violate the law he has set in place. Mazi himself was the one that said, if DOS are the highest making decision body, Mazi obeys that too. Just like an example you said today about my brother Ikechukwu Onoha. He was the one that told that story.
Okay.
Even when he gave Mazi instruction, when Mazi was reminded of his own law, just like devil reminded Michael, you can't break your own law. When Mazi was reminded of a law himself instituted and laid down, Mazi said, obey the last man, obey that person, because I, Mazi or Hamadike, cannot violate my own law, because when I do that, I cannot remain your Hamadike one of Biafra line. I just want to bring this, I don't want to take it too far. But another place people can go and read is, go and look at the story of the legion, the person that was at the Bible called the legion, the man that was possessed with many spirits. When he encountered Yeshua, those spirits spoke to Yeshua, don't destroy us, don't kill us, almost the same application. He couldn't kill them. Not that he didn't have the power to kill them, but he cannot violate the written law, the written word, thou shalt not commit murder. Because those spirits did not do anything to Yeshua. But it doesn't mean they have to possess the individual. So when devil, again, those legions in the person of that person release that word to Yeshua, because Yeshua cannot violate himself, because that's the written word of God. What did the Bible say? He channeled those spirits into a nearby swine, which went into the water and perished. And yet, those spirits did not perish. I'm going to leave it here because I'm not here teaching, religious study. I just wanted to bring this to let people know that the laws Mazi has structures supersede, override any individual, including Mazi himself.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, my sister. Always on point. Always on point. Thank you, and God bless you and your household.
God bless you, my brother.
Yeah. Now, I believe our brother who asked question, I believe you have learned a lot. And there's another question you asked here. And this will be the last question I will address from you, because as like you said earlier, you are a supporter, you are not a member, so you don't need to know everything. But I will clear you for just maybe there are some members who are maybe confused, but I don't believe so. Where is your question? You said the only confused from your answer is Canon Takano claim he is the one paying legal team, while Madam Bridget, aka Oyibo, claim she is the one paying Bruce Fane. Please, I need explanation on this. My brother Chukwuma, Canon Takano. Let me start with this. There is difference between in charge and the paying. What did I say? There is a difference between who is in charge and who is getting the money they are using to pay. For example, a CEO is the owner of a company and he has a manager. The manager supervises the whole thing, and the manager releases payment through the accountant. Does it mean that the manager owns the money or the owner of the company? Where is the money coming from? Yes, you can say Kanonta, because that one is another thing. Kanonta is not in charge of IPOB legal team. There is something they call legal representative. Kanonta was assigned to go and represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which means through Kanonta, when IPOB want to pay money, they will not just carry money. DOS will just go to Bruce Fane or go to Ifeanyi Ejiofor or go to Aloy Ejimako and give money. They must assign somebody. And when they assign to go and give social person money or take in charge, in case these people need something, they will report. Then you bring out some information, or you ask questions, they will give you. This is the work of Canon Takano. And if he tell you that he is paying with his money, ask him, the money Nenyanya was giving him, was it Nenyanya's money or IPOB money? There's a simple question. IPOB, Nenyanya is the head of finance, who have been giving Canon Takano money from IPOB purse. And that prompted the leadership of IPOB, DOS, to say, Nenyanya, you have given a lot of money. Please, can you do account so that we will know how much you have spent and how the money is going? So that Canon Takano will also give updates on how he is spending the money given to him. So if I give you money to go to run an errand for me, is that your money? You are just a messenger. The people contributing the money are IPOB under chain of command, not autopilot. Even the hotel Canon Takano sleep in any mission he go, IPOB fund it. So Canon Takano is just an errand boy to IPOB. He is nothing but ordinary errand boy, BOY. And if he embezzle IPOB money, IPOB will cut off his throat. We will pull off his tongue and give it to him to chew, because we are contributing our hard-earned money. He only come on social media to rant because because he is like somebody who they just pick from Gotha and say go there. It's an opportunity. Or how do they say it? He just luck fall on him because he's a cousin brother to Mazen Amdekan. Is he an IPOB DOS? No, he's not a DOS member. He just a errand boy. Go message, because you don't expect Chikedozium to be going this thing. Go and pay lawyer. Go and okay. Since maybe you know one or two person, oh yeah, talk to this person. He is nobody in IPOB. Kanonta. Thank you, opportunist. Kanonta is nobody in IPOB. He just opportunist. Somebody that is just see opportunity. How much he get? Where in they stay? He know how much they pay for house. Which one being work? He get work. Are the people as I did now? I can't say I need the fund IPOB legal. The same thing applicable to Madam Bridget. Ask yourself, how much is Madam Bridget's salary? Madam Bridget's salary, is it up to $10,000? Is it up to $4,000? But they are paying some lobbying firms $65,000 every month. They are paying legal teams some $85,000 every month. Ask yourself, can one person bring out such amount? Even when you are running a even Dangote himself, Bill Gates self cannot run such expenditure. So when somebody tell you something, use your brain to know the truth. You don't need people to confuse you because ordinary. It's like this idiot in Finland, this criminal Gumi of Idu, will come and tell you that he is feeding ESN with 50,000 and his autopilot gang and everybody are raising 25,000. Don't you know that there is nobody, he is feeding nobody? You now do the balance, 25,000, and you are feeding something 50,000. Is that not criminality? I tell you that maybe now Chikedozium will come and say IPOB raise $100,000 and they are paying they are doing expenses of 150,000. We want to know that there is something wrong somewhere. Maybe by tomorrow now, like our sister wrote here, by tomorrow now, he will tell you that she give Ikonso family $36,000. Why? Meanwhile, these are IPOB money. When I say IPOB, not ectoparasite. Now you understand it. Then send you message, tell you they use the word you are in charge. Does not mean you are bringing your pocket money. As I am here, cannot talk to me anyhow. Because on when he on where be anything on me carry am. Like I told you, if you are coming here to comment rubbish, I will block you. And I will not mention your name. Once you just talk rubbish, you cannot see opportunity to comment again. Because I am not here can be as Bandala. The era I will be broadcasting, some imbeciles will be on my platform commenting like Ndablon have come and gone. He comment rubbish, send their packing, go and be singing Kwan Joyo with your Gumi of Idu. Now, there are some people who are calling for Gumi to be deported. Let me use this opportunity to address that issue. They are saying, why can't the Nigerian government deport Gumi of Idu? And I was like, how would they deport him? What are you saying with your mouth? There is no amount of petition you can do today for Nigeria will deport a Gumi of Idu. That is impossible. It's like telling Nigeria to arrest Shakil Gumi of bandit. Or it's like telling Nigeria to go and arrest Asari Tukumbo for showing AK-47 on a live video. Or it's like telling the Nigerian government to go and arrest Wazirike or arrest Hope Uzodinma. The question you will ask yourself, why would they arrest them? Why will Nigerian government arrest Gumi of Idu? Which allegation Nigerian government will tell you that Gumi of Idu have violated? Have Gumi of Idu violated any Nigerian law? The answer is no. So now, let me tell you, in case you don't know, let me tell you why Nigerian government cannot make any statement or will do everything to protect Gumi of Idu. Gumi of Idu is a Nigerian agent. Every script Gumi of Idu is playing today was written by the Nigerian government with the help of Britain. The only day Nigerian government will think of arresting or going after Gumi of Idu, know that he have betrayed them. Any day Nigerian government go for Gumi of Idu, you know that Gumi of Idu have betrayed them. That is the only thing. But in as far as he is still playing his game well with Nigerian government will protect him the same way they are protecting Asari Tukumbo, the same way they are protecting Hope Uzodinma, the same way they are protecting Topolo for now, the same way they are protecting Wazirike. It's like telling Nigerian government to go and arrest this small criminal called Prince Will Richard, who is helping Asari to protect a pipeline. I am not attacking Simon Gumi of Idu. I am telling you his characters. I am telling you the role he is playing. So telling you the role he is playing, is that an attack? Listen and learn, my friend. If you don't want to learn, if you don't want to learn and get knowledge, you want to get out and start living in delusion of a season Nigerian space with what? You will see one bingo come out. I tell you, oh man, see, our people back home are following Gumi of Idu, and he give order for Friday sit at home. Nobody obey it. You don't know that when people are not obeying you, they are not following you. And when DOS, that the Biafrans are not following, we give order. All of them will comply. Ordinary sense, common sense is not common. If you have common sense, at that point you will know who gives order. If like this small boy, what Chukwuma just say, if 8 people are following Gumi, what is holding economic sanction? Why are they not implementing it? What is holding Friday sit at home? Why are they not following it? These are the brave. This Chukwuma or Chukwuma is a pure Simon Ekpa agent in these guys. When we see them, we know them. He is naturally confused, and he's on these guys. He don't know how to disguise. He is implicating himself. He don't know that by their fruit we shall know them. I purposely volunteer kindly answer your question to draw you more closer so that I will know who you are. If their friends are listening to the Gumi of Idu and they refuse to obey Sunday sit at home, they refuse to obey Friday sit at home, they refuse to obey any order coming from Gumi, and when DOS give order, they will carry it out. It simply means that you that is saying it, you are just naturally confused, or you are just follow-con confused. Yesterday was Tuesday. Didn't he announce sit at home? Why didn't them obey the sit at home he announced? Why? All the markets, everybody, we are going about their business. Or didn't you see it? Chukwuma. Didn't you see it? Now, I don't want to address that because I have a little time. Now, that's done. If Simon can make a full broadcast without calling DOS name, I will stop broadcasting. I will delete all my channel. There's another idiot discovered. You are here by blog. Go and get me one video where Gumi can make a broadcast without calling Ndenzama, without calling expert, without calling DOS a criminal. Can you give me anyone? The answer is no. You will see some bingo tell you, if he is nobody, why are you talking about him? We are talking about him as a blogger. He is a blogger, and we are talking about him as a blogger. Not that he, have you seen Chike Doziem come on Radio Biafra to discuss Gumi of Idu? When DOS are talking, have you seen them discuss Gumi of Idu? Because these are the people moving Biafra forward. They have other things. Go to Mazichi DOS Twitter handle. How many? Go and show me one Twitter handle of DOS that is gossiping or talking about Gumi or talking about naked woman. Or if go and check there, the result will be there. Go to DOS Twitter handle. Go to any DOS platform and see what is going on there. That is to know you who is gossiping and who is doing the work. Have you asked yourself for more than 1 year and Gumi told you people that he is in charge of ESN? Why can't you people? I am waiting for the day Gumi will come and say that he is in charge of IPOB legal team. Why since he is in charge of IPOB, he have taken over. He should announce to us that he is in charge of IPOB legal team. Do you know why? When he said that he is in charge of IPOB legal team, the Biafrans can easily contact Bruce Finn. Is Gumi of in charge of you? Biafrans can contact Mike Ozokome. Is Gumi of Idu in charge of you? Biafrans can contact Aloye Jumako and ask him, is it true? Biafrans can contact Ifanye Jofo. Is that true? And these people will give a clear clarifications to you. But he knows that when he say he is in charge of ESN, nobody, who will you now call? Do you know the commanders of ESN? You cannot, nobody can come out. You know that in that area, nobody can give you a clarification because you don't reason. When Mazi China Sanworu will say, he said, don't mind him, we are in charge. Because you know that you don't have any means of verifying such. If you are in charge of IPOB, claim that you are in charge of legal team, and you will see people host Aloye Jumako. If you do anything, some of them are to tell you how bingo this Umugumis are. When I will be making broadcasts since last year, I will tell you, say they are collecting woto. Now they are telling me that it's Gumi of Idu is now using bring the word woto to tell you that these people are not reasoning. DOS are in charge of legal team. If you want to know the truth, call any IPOB lawyer. Tell him, who are you under? Are you under DOS or you are not under DOS? You will see the lawyer respond to you direct. Once he say he is not under DOS, IPOB DOS will remove him and they replace him immediately because they hired him. Let let any lawyer come out and tell you that he is not under the US now. Go and interview all of them. But you will be telling us, oh, Gumi is unmasking Nigeria. Which is masking? Is P2B not masking Nigeria? Is P2B not telling you that every local government is receiving 100 million? While he was a governor in Anambra State, he refused to conduct a local government election. The 100 million they paid for 21 local government every month for Anambra, did he give account? But today he's campaigning, telling you, Nigeria, every local government is receiving 100 million. When you tax it this, go and verify. He forgot that he was a governor in the same state, in the same country, and the same amount was paid, and he did not give account. But many of you don't ask question. Tomorrow, is he not a Disney? Daddy Don, there is nothing like iPod. Although you can be iPod because yes, you are an iPod, but you are not an IPOB. You are an Igbo man, no doubt about that. You are a Biafran, no doubt. You are not IPOB member. That one is pure. You are just an iPod, maybe indigenous people of contributor video of Dundee United. Now, you ask yourself, can you go to mbaka again?
Obedience.
Listen to mbaka.
Bless you all. I wish to use this opportunity to bless you and encourage you as I depart to the monastery in obedience to my bishop, his lordship, CVC Onaga. I am going to the monastery under priestly obedience, and I wish to encourage you, fellow adorers, to remain calm and be still, as the Bible says in Psalm 46, verse 10.
Did you hear that?
That I am God. What is happening?
Did you hear that? Dear friends, did you hear Mbaka? He said he is going there because he is obedient to his own priest, his own bishop, Bishop Onaga. Because there was an order Onaga gave to him. He have to obey. By obeying that order, he is obedient to his superior. That is the structure. And these are what Gumi of Idu want you to violate, knowing fully well that the moment you violate it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will remove you, DOS will remove you, and you are gone and gone forever. You see it? Structure, command and control. Structure, obey the law. Structure, obey your spirit. Structure, carry out. Structure, you must not obey somebody when the person has money more than you. You will obey whether you have money more than him, whether he have money more than you, whether you educated more than him, whether he is educated more than you. You have to obey. Your own obedience don't have a select. You don't need to select. And when you just select, obey him. Stockings. Your own is to obey the order. And that is what Mbaka just displayed. That is the structure, command and control. And like the devil, when the devil lose his position in heaven, till today, they tell that the devil is still fighting to make sure that none of other people will gain access to that heaven, so that he will suffer with him. Gumi have lost his pace, he have lost his position. He is drawing all of you to the mood, all of you down, so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come, you look at all of you and say, shame unto you. He will use the word in the Bible, woe unto you. He will use the word of Ojukwu. See, Mazi always emphasize on command and control, and he tell you that if you are not following Chike Doziem, we will remove you. He tell you that before we remove you without knowing where you are, this time we will catch you and the death with you. This is the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he came out to tell you, oh, they are not following Chike. None of you will ask, how can someone who is in another man's country will seize airspace? Even Taliban that has all the sophisticated weapons are not able to seize Afghanistan's space. It's ordinary one Banshee, Gumi of Idu, will seize the Nigeria. Do you know what it takes? You must have your own space. What will you use to monitor it? Okay, each and every application, StreamYard and monitor space. Or Neji phone and monitor space. With all the powers with Father Mbaka, with all the anointing of Father Mbaka, he obeys the command and the order of Onaga. And he is going to backward. That is backward in life. Those of you saying, why Nigeria government should deport Gumi of Idu. If Nigeria government go for Gumi of Idu and deport him, I will know that Gumi of Idu is genuine. Because Nigerian government can only go for a genuine person like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government spend billions of naira to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why Wazirike is gallivanting in Nigeria? Why Asari Tukumbo is gallivanting? Why the other riffraff is in Nigeria gallivanting, Prince Richard and whatever, and Prince Richard, and the other one that call himself the one that is always go to the filling station to steal a biscuit. Nkenezoshi biscuit na una malozi nkenezoshi biscuit. That boy nezoshi biscuit 10 naira na that on ejezoshi biscuit. Okay, mafia innocent oji nezoshi biscuit. It's in Nigeria. Nigerian government did not see all those things. Do you know the reason? Because they are working for Nigerian government. None of them are working to protect or to restore Biafra. Imagine Asari raising AK-47 on a live video. Imagine Asari. Thank you, Okite Sima. Innocent Oji. Nezoshi biscuit. Na nezoshi fuel. Na snatchika. A freedom fighter. A common criminal. Original therefore. That place. 3,000 naira. To be honest with you, even has there 3,000 naira. They cannot pay ordinary 3,000 naira. 6 euro. Ordinary Olulo 5 euro. Innocent Oji, thank you. Nezoshi biscuit. Kiwolu chicken on our commander. Imagine commander Nezoshi biscuit. Commander will biscuit. Commander biscuit. Commander biscuit, Innocent Oji. Commander Nezoshi biscuit. Commander Nezoshi biscuit. Nezoshi fuel. Ordinary 3,000 naira. Commander cannot pay. Yeah. And they want to imagine such commander now bonyezi ammunition or kidnap woto. Okay, kidnap woto. Commander biscuit we could kidnap woto. Okay, no ransom na. Now, Nigerian government will not do anything to Gumi of Idu because Nigerian government see Gumi of Idu, Simon Eba, like the Gumi of bandit. They are of the same thing, no different. They are working for Nigeria. Remember, as of last 2 years, Nigerian government go after Tompolo. Are you people aware of that? To the extent of burning Tompolo's father's house. Are you people aware? The same Nigerian government awarded contracts worth of more than 4 billion naira contracts to Tompolo. The question you will ask now is, why do they go for Tompolo for the first place? Because Tompolo betrayed them. They go for him. Now Tompolo have submitted to become their slave again. They have not settled. That is why Wazirike is working freely. That is why Asari, the president of de facto government, is now a Tinubu campaign, social media campaigner. De facto Biafran de facto government. Under the which MFO is the media secretary or the publicity or the PRO, the provost, Uchemefo. Uchemefo now is now a PRO to Buhari campaign, to Tinubu campaigner. Emiloko when leg they shake, hand they shake, leg they shake. Baba we know well. If they shout Emiloko, Uchemefo they sing, Asari they sing, Wazirike don't follow. All of them name Emiloko. Now the kind Biafra when they want bring Commander Biscuit now what it be. If I bring this Dandy Don now, ask him simple question, he cannot answer. Dandy Don, who is Nigeria, please? And how Nigeria become your problem? Is any person answering Nigeria? The answer is no. They must hire human being. The question you will ask yourself, who are Nigerians using to make you have problem? Are they using sticks? They hire somebody. So those of you calling for Nigerian government, stop it. Which information you want to give Nigerian government about Gumi of Idu? Which information? Which information? Everything about Gumi of Idu. Nigerian government know it. Every of his activities, Nigerian government know it. All the thing that he is doing was a script written by Nigerian government. And you think then calling on Nigerian government, how do you do that? Calling on your enemy to arrest your his fellow friend. Do you think that Simon has issue? Okay, your mind they tell now that if Simon go Nigeria today, they will do him anything. They cannot do him anything because they will work on him. They will do what they call a camouflage arrest. They will just arrest him. They will tell say he don't use lawyer, he don't pay himself. He is non-galavanting. As they stage arrest of Prince Wayne in Imo State. A freedom fighter, they arrest him within 24 hours, they free him. I say let him go. Go and sin no more. Or go and continue your fighting of freedom. And they are spending a lot. Gumi of Idu can go Nigeria, nothing will happen. Ikbirima. Nigeria. Why Nigeria? Nigeria cannot go there unless he will go against their rule. If he stop attacking IPOB, believe me, the only thing that will make Nigeria go for Gumi of Idu, if he stop attacking IPOB, stop this buying some people in Biafra land, stop paying all those criminal gang and all those small court people that don't know the difference between secondary school court and the senior men. Once he stop dividing IPOB, Nigeria will go for him. But in as far as he continue trying to cause problem, that is the only thing he will he will continue. So if you are among those people calling for Gumi of Idu to be arrested, desist from that. Because Nigeria cannot arrest their agent. Nigeria cannot arrest Asari Tukumbo because they are using him. Imagine Asari with a group of people, well armed, gallivanting, walking on the street, and they call them militant. No one arrests them. And he come out and he is accusing Nigerian military that he's working with them. Did he see any Nigerian military deny that? The answer is no. He tell you that he go to the IG of police, which is Inspector General of Police. And a person that is ordering Wike to release the arm he seized from his own criminal gang after releasing the boys, and they want Nigeria to arrest such person. How is possible? So stop calling for the arrest. What you should do is maybe you pray that one day the spirit will enter him and he will try to do the good thing. You will see how he will be picked. Nigerian government know every movement of Gumi of Idu, and they are working with the Nigeria, with Finland. So don't say this and that. They should deport him. How? With what? For playing their script or for working for Britain and the MI5? How? Trying to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If you allow yourself for Gumi of Idu to be deceived, to deceive you, and it separates you from this very honorable family, this wonderful family, you will have yourself to blame. You will blame yourself, because at the end, Biafra will come. At the end, you will be the one to suffer. You will remain in exile. You seek an asylum of no return. That is why I am telling you, the structure of IPOB is the backbone of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to be a tree, DOS are the taproot. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to be a tree, DOS are the taproot of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once you cut the taproot, you have finished the tree. The tree is, any breeze that comes must fall that tree. Even that tree can even fall on its own. And that is why you see Uche Okereke, Uche Okereku, Okafomefo, attacking the leadership. You see George Onyiberibe attacking the leadership. You see Obi Obiewu attacking the leadership. You see Gumi of Idu, aka Simon Ekperima, attacking the leadership. You see that all Nigerians are attacking the leadership. Because they want the leadership to fall, to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. And they will use you if you are not mental tough. They will use you because one, they will tell you, oh, the leadership is this. Do you know now? They are telling you that the DOS have been made INEC chairman in Biafra land to conduct a general election. Somebody is digesting that. Somebody believe that the Nigerian government will make DOS to protect election in Biafra land. Ordinary sense, you know, get. They say that I receive almost 40 million. That is a huge amount of money. 40 million. Imagine, there was one day now that you will hear in the Gumi Twitter that Mazi Achebepo sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya for 10 million or for 5 million. And all of you will carry it without asking question. What a pity. On this note, I will be logging out here because, like I said, I will not take much of time today. I will not spend a lot of time because I have the appointment in the next 30 minutes. I have to catch up. But I believe you have learned something from Father Mbaka's video to know how to obey your spirit. To know how to follow instruction. Any organization without a structure, without a law, without a command and control, that organization cannot last. They cannot move forward. The reason why Ohaneze Ndi Igbo have existed for more than 10 years without achieving one single thing, because there is no structure, because there is no law, because all of them talk like a babies and there is no action. Nobody can sack anyone in Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. That is why today Ohaneze Ndi Igbo is the worst organization you can come across. Let me receive this last caller and I will end it. Greetings from here. I'm fine. I'm cool.
How's your family?
We thank God. We are doing great. You will be the last caller.
Thank God. Yeah, I said let me just call. I've been listening. It's just because I heard that they gave you 14 million.
Eh?
So that's why.
You never get your own share. I've been an INEC chairman, they make you.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Because I hear say, Emeka gift na Peter Obi director, na so na that one they give him. I laugh, I don't laugh. So I say this autopilot, their sense don't go.
Yeah, their sense don't go because I don't understand. Seriously, let me tell you. Irrespective of the kind of education or the level or whosoever you are, if you are not following this thing in Finland, you know that most of them, they contracted them. Do you understand? Some of them, they contracted them. They paid them a lot of money.
Yes, yes, exactly.
But apart from those people they paid money, they knew exactly why they came into this system. But if you are neutral, you didn't receive any money, and you are following this autopilot, I don't believe the person's brain is normal. No matter the kind of level of education or whosoever you might be, or the kind of money you might have, or whosoever, I don't care. I don't think the person's brain is normal. Because if you look at, like you are giving them example of Father Mbaka. Father Mbaka is just like he's in a body that have rules and regulations, that have something you're supposed to do and something you're supposed not to do.
Exactly, structure.
And maybe something that when you do it, the punishment or whatever they think they can use to bring your head down. So Father Mbaka knew. It's just like the way Martin and they can put up command and control, because they know that our people, they don't follow rules. Because as now, or whatever, they don't want anybody to be their leader or to control them or lead them. He put that command and control in order to curtail irresponsibility and the indiscipline in IPOB. So now, this is whatever Father Mbaka has done now, going to monastery or whatever, is to cool his head down, because he's going out of order according to their belief. According to the Catholic belief, they believe that maybe he's going out of the way.
Exactly.
To them. So they have to like send him somewhere in order to remind him of whatever, that this is not why you become a priest. So the same thing with us. That when you are coming into this organization, which is IPOB, fighting for the freedom, for the restoration of Biafra, then they have whatever that is called command and control. So when you don't want to follow that command and control, is to start doing otherwise, what are they going to do? The leadership is going to put you aside, because you're not going to be a stumbling block and bring a shame, because the Catholic Church is seen in Mbaka now as if he wants to bring a disgrace to Catholic Church. So they have to like send him in order to calm him down, you know? So now I am just like looking at some people, because when you start looking at them and the belief of this autopilot is unbelievable.
You don't know how to explain it. Right from the beginning of this, their nonsense, from the first month of their nonsense, up till now, you start like adding one or two together, What have they said, for example, that has been established, or like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, let's say, let me just give an instance. This guy said that after he had finished accusing DOS, he accused his partner in crime, which is Nelly Ofebu.
Yes.
And he gave Nelly Ofebu
4 days.
Yes, or 4 days to confess. And these morons that are following him now is more than how many months has Nelly Ofebu confessed? And these people are not going back to him to ask him, but you told us that this woman is going to confess. But this woman is still coming out on air talking rubbish. Do you understand what I'm saying? That one, they have forgotten about that one. They have moved on to another one. He will tell them economic sanction. None is going. None of them will ask him, but you said economic sanction. Why is it that we are not performing that? You said Friday sit at home, Sunday sit at home. Why is it not going that way? None of them will ask this thing. Then I start seeing these people as non-entities. There are many, you start asking them, apart from the money they are raising, on their whatever they are raising, yeah, the money they are spending, where are they getting it from? It's the Nigerian government and other government that doesn't want Biafra, that do not want Biafra to come, because they are paying a lot of people money. Map, they are paying people money.
I am aware of that. I'm aware.
Are you getting what I'm saying? They
exactly.
are spending a lot of money. Then you start asking some people, when Mazin Nandekano started this freedom fighting, did he give you any money to join IPOB?
No.
What he did was to stay on the radio in a small apartment, continue preaching about this Biafran radio, continue speaking the truth, and people heard it and start following him. He never gave us €1 or £1 or $1 or €1. We are the one putting money in this struggle. Then these people now that are following this guy, and he's giving them money. Do you pay people money to fight for their freedom? Do you pay people money to defend themselves? Do you pay people money to say, look at the way we're supposed to go? And they're not seeing anything bad in it. So you come to conclusion that exactly they know what they're doing. None of them is confused anymore. At this stage, nobody is confused anymore.
Exactly.
Like I was gossiping with somebody, and somebody asked me, the Mazin Nandekano said that ESN should work with Soludo, Anambra State Governor. So now I answered the person question. I answered the person, and I said, I have listened to Soludo comments over and over and again. I didn't see where he said such a thing. But let's say if Soludo says such a thing, did you hear when Chinasa Nworu came to respond to Soludo about the people he said he met? He never met IPOB leadership. It's not IPOB. Anybody can come and say anything they want to say. So at the end of the day, these people, they know what they are doing. But at the end of the day, this thing that is happening is so nice. If not, you will be going to the war with this kind of people, or doing something with this kind of people. You will not know that these people will betray you at like what Mazin Nandekano always say, that people. Do you understand? When you on top of it. If not, this is what would have been happening. if this kind of thing did not happen, so the other time you said that we need 100 men, it's just 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not need majority of people. And I don't think majority of people will be the one to restore this Biafra. It's few people that will restore Biafra. Are you getting it?
Exactly.
So why I call this thing this night is that because you say 40 million, and I'm telling you truth, and I know some people, they have offered millions of naira back home.
Okay.
Millions of naira.
Which Sampe Master is a living testimony of that.
Millions of naira back home.
But he rejected it.
And people rejected it.
Yes.
So now the person that is on comment section saying that 8 out of 10 people listen to this foolish guy and nobody obey whatever he says. Only that Monday sit at home that DOS said is what is still people obeying. And because of maybe whatever reason best known to them. But it's only that one day sit at home. So if it's so powerful as the person said, why don't people obey Friday sit at home?
Or Sunday sit at home.
And this Tuesday, whatever he said. And if the person said that he canceled it because he knows that it's a failure. Nobody's going to listen to him as usual. And you understand? So, thank you, Map. The only thing that we must continue. We have to continue. People that are giving people money, responsible people are rejecting it, irresponsible people are taking, and those people, irresponsible people, and the responsible people are dealing with them. Are you getting what I'm saying? So there is no place for the wicked. There is no place for the wicked. We will continue fighting this fight until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and continue from where he stopped.
You see?
The structure will not be destroyed. The DOS will not be destroyed. Whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has established will not be destroyed.
Exactly.
He will come out and pick up from wherever he stopped. May God bless all the true Biafrans, and may God bless you, Map. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Ndewo.
God bless you.
Ndewo nwa Chineke, ndewo.
Yeah. Bye.
Ndewo, dalo.
Yeah.
Biafrans. Ndị be anyị si na ihe agba n'aka ejiri ugegbe enene. Autopilot, simple question you ask yourself. Somebody say he is in charge of IPOB. Let the person announce that he is in charge of IPOB legal team. So that you can confirm from the IPOB legal team. Simple as that. Structure, including everything has a structure. And the mbaka have demonstrated and acted and show you that if you are autopilot, you are nothing but a born fool. That you have to go back and obey your commander, obey your superior. That even he, Father Mbaka, cannot overlook his superior. On that note, I will drop it here. Before I drop it here, there is somebody that they have using his brain to drink Gary. This Dandy, I've been at Dundee Don. Dundee Don, that is what I will call you. Dundee Don. You ask what is IPOB leadership doing about 2023 election? Is a 2023 election part of IPOB Biafra movement? Is that part of freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What concern IPOB concern 2023 election? Since you don't know your left from your right, the question I want to ask you now, is it IPOB leadership that is organizing 2023 election? So how would they be doing something about it? Or you want to go and massacre our people because of 2023 election? Or you want to force person not to go and vote or to go and vote? So what will they be doing apart from restoring Biafra and the free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If you are an IPOB, you don't need any person to tell you to stay away from election. So since you say you are an IPOB member and you go and get your PVC, you are shouting for for obedience. You are waiting for DOS to come and tell you no election. So at that point, you don't know that you are injected he-goat. You, in fact, you are a drunk he-goat. So you are waiting. DOS should live on how to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, how to plan for Biafra restoration. The important people they need to meet, they will come and be telling you avoid the election. So why are you an IPOB member? Why are you? You claim to be that everybody is an IPOB. Now your leader is in DSS. You are waiting for the leadership to tell you not to go and vote before you know. If all of you take your personal decision and say, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not out, we will not vote. You say 90% of Biafrans are following the Gumi of Idu. And the Gumi have been shouting no election, no election. And the Obi movement is marching on. What does that tell you? It tells you that your Gumi is inconsequential. It's a bumfool. Our sister Onyi Biafra said that even Boko Haram has a structure. That is why the moment they kill Shakil Abubakar, they replace him, the another commander take over. Even football team has a structure. Your structure is your backbone. Learn a lesson. In a check at US, actually there will be no election, so that we capitalize on that and be robbing our people in a broad daylight. Wait for DOS to tell you about the election. You will wait till thy kingdom come. DOS will not give you that opportunity you are looking for. So that when you go for killing, they will catch you and kill you woto. They will give it to you nyaf nyaf. So Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I greet every one of you. Like I said, learn something from Father Mbaka. Know that the structure of organization cannot be underrated or neglected, that you must follow order, follow your spirit. Whether your spirit does not mean that it's your brother or the person has money more than you, or the person is more educated more than you. No, your spirit must not be somebody you love. Your spirit must not be somebody you like. You can hate your spirit. But once your spirit gives you order, you must carry it. You must, without questioning. If you like, let your spirit be your worst enemy. Once he gives you order, you will follow it, because it's an order, command and control. If you don't want to follow your commander's order, you do what? You get out. And once you are out, you cannot be prognosing in their activities. That is why there's in music, they will say they have copyright, because there is a rule of law. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows all these things. Some of them will tell you they are opening government in SI. DOS, what is it? Don't you know that DOS is government? That is why everything, every structure you need in the government, you see it in DOS. What will you look? We will not see them. All of them are complete. There are people going for international issues. There are people going for every matter, all issues. So because it was not called government, you don't know, because you don't know what you are. You don't have the knowledge. You are not educated. You went to school to study language. That is why many people don't know the difference between language and dialect. Some people will be speaking their dialect. They will say this is their language, without knowing the language they are speaking. Dialect and the language. What a disgrace, especially all these South people, or this kind of people Naza Dondi. What is bad for the indigenous people of Biafra to use their brain to know that where their leader is, this is what they're supposed to do? Do you want to tell me that indigenous people of Biafra don't have brain again? Are they zombie? So you don't have your brain. You, Jude Sunday, what is wrong with you using your brain to know what is right and what is bad? What is wrong with you to use your brain to know anya nelene na nke alolo alo? What is wrong with your brain? Because your brain have damaged by Gumi of Idu. You can no longer use it. Mbelu buelu, when mbala alabalosa, when your mother look at you, you know what to do at that very moment. You do it. You don't wait for your mother to speak. But because most of you have accumulated the garbage of Gumi of Idu, your brain is no longer functioning. Your brain is malfunctioning. Your brain is skipping a lot. You want US to come and shout, there will be no election in Biafra land. Continue. If you know you want Biafra, you go for Biafra. If you want for one Nigeria, go for one Nigeria. That is called referendum. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say Biafrans will decide when he will declare Biafra. So where are Biafrans today? This election will decide. If you are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi is in DSS. You are waiting for DOS to tell you what to do about the election. Did the DOS tell you to go and get your PVC? Did the DOS tell you to start campaigning for P2B? You are waiting for the DOS. Continue be waiting. That opportunity, all of you are waiting to start robbing and killing innocent people and carrying the Fulani Caliphate assignment by massacring our people if they gather. You cannot see it in DOS, from DOS. So take note of that. On this note, I say may Elohim guide and protect every one of you wherever you are watching. I say may Chukwu guide and protect you. We are IPOB. Always pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pray for IPOB. Don't allow any person to separate you from this family. If the person separates you, the person have done the worst thing that the person can do to anyone. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by the Gumi, and stop telling Nigeria government to deport their own, because the Gumi of Idu is doing the work of Nigerian government. Nigeria government cannot disturb him. They cannot even accuse him not to talk of anything until he go against them before they will come for him. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, IPOB One Family. Thank you, Maria Hida. Thank you, Wandan Jideka. Thank you, all of you. Kara Good and Ifanya IPOB, Emmanuel Akubeze, Ike Silas, and Akujobi Oluchugu, all of you, and Akubeze Emmanuel, Okwitex. I greet every one of you, wherever you are watching. May Chukwu Kabiama bless all of you abundantly. Both Mazi Benzo, Chukwu Kabiama, ndị mkpọrọ afa ha ma ndị na-echetara afa ha, biko gbaa ya alụnụ unebu na-emegbu. May Chukwu Kabiama bless every members of DOS and every member of IPOB and every legal team. May Chukwu Kabiama guide and protect our ESN. May Chukwu Kabiama guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kabiama guide and protect every one of us and the media warrior. May Chukwu Kabiama give us more knowledge and wisdom to carry out this very assignment. It's not by power, it's not by might, but it's by the grace that we are moving. May Chukwu Kabiama guide and protect every one of us. He said, Mazi ya adịka echi maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Daalụnụ ndị ọma, ka emesịanụ. Biko ndị na-akpọrọ afa ha, biko unu gbayalụ m. Andrew, greetings. Chris, Ozuome, greetings from here. Eziokwu bụ ndụ, ndewo. Ekene m onye ọbụla. Onye Biafra, I cite you. Ayodon, ndewo. Biko ma akpọ nwa afa niile, biko nu gbaalụnụ m ka ọ dịnụ mgbe ọzọ. Ndị na-echetara kpọta m ga-akpọ ha mbọchị ọzọ. Almost here Biafra until I come your way again. Thank you and remain blessed. Catch your phone.